Hi guys, thank you so much for being here, and I really do hope you're doing well. I've not long woken up from a winter camp here in the UK. Overnight was pretty cold, although I've woken up toasty. I've taken off my buffalo cold weather mitts. My feet are also toasty. One of the things that I'm very used to as a hammock camper here in the UK, especially in the winter times, is getting cold feet. They just always seem to get cold no matter what type of thermal socks that I wear. So I've gone with a new type of thermal sock called the Red Hot Thermal Sock, and they are hidden in here at the moment. I'll take my feet out and I'll show you about them because they're just fantastic and I really, really recommend them. Okay, I'm going to get my feet out of the sleeping bag. Not particularly looking forward to this, it's going to be quite cold. Okay, so I've got the silver mat down. It's a great thing for me to just walk on with ease without having to worry about getting anything dirty and without having to put my shoes on all the time. But it's also great for the high contrast so that you can actually see the sock. As you can see, it's a lovely sock. You can't really say too much about sock design, but it's a lovely weave and it feels very, very nice. It's a 1.99 tug rating. It's got a high bulk yarn, which maximises the thermal qualities, giving it that nice high tug rating. If we look inside, it's very fluffy. I'm going to try and bring my leg closer without falling out of this hammock. But as you can see, it's very, very fluffy inside. And that intensively brushed fibre really helps to trap in that warm air. It kind of holds in little pockets of warm air and again adds to that very high tug rating. It's got extra thick cushioning. I think they call it a super thick cushioning, and it provides comfort and added heat retention, especially when you're treading down on surfaces. For example, if I tread down on that, it's going to be fairly cold, even though it's a thermal pad. It's just been exposed all night. If I tread down on that, it's going to be cold, but I'm not going to feel it as much due to that cushioning. The cushioning itself, it feels really nice, very luxurious feel on the actual foot as it's inside of the sock. And the other thing that I want to talk about is the extreme softness. It's nice and extremely soft on the outside, but internally, this fibre, intensively brushed fibre, is so soft, it's unbelievable. And it just feels great to actually have your foot in. I'm going to put my foot back in, stay warm. There we go. Just to put the tug rating into perspective, regular thick socks, so not sport socks, but a normal thick sock is about 0.4 tugs. The type of thermal socks that you normally find out and about, they're 1.3 tug, and these socks are 1.99 tug, and that is the kind of tug really that you get to talk about when you're dealing with duvets, not normally with socks. So it's really impressive from that perspective, from the heat retention perspective. The high bulk yarn and the comfort padding really add to the feeling of luxury almost. I feel like I'm at home. I feel like I'm wearing slippers with them. That's how great they are. I mean, they're not overly bulky and they definitely fit in my combat boots like my normal socks do, my normal socks that I would go out and about outdoors with. So they most certainly are accommodating to your boot size. They're not going to sort of bump you up half a shoe size. But they are definitely very much feeling like slippers to me. They're great as a sleeping aid. That's what I've been using them mainly as. I mean, walking with them is great, but I tend to get over hot anyway. So I put them on about half an hour before I actually want to go to bed, just to get them nice and warmed up. And then when I'm in bed, my feet have just been staying warm all throughout the night. And that's something I haven't really experienced before. I've had warmish feet before throughout the night, but they're very, very nice and comfortable all night long, and that for me is just worth the price of admission alone. The Red Hot Thermal Socks have been with me on the past few camps that I've done, and they're certainly going to be a part of my long-term winter kit, especially as part of a sleeping aid for me. But they're not just great for sleeping aids, they're perfect for winter walks. If you're going out and about and it's cold, put these on your feet, you're going to stay nice and warm. They're also great for around the house. What I found is that I've been using them sneakily, just putting them on in the morning so that the floor isn't so cold. Tell me this. How are you keeping warm this winter? What little tips do you have? Let me know in that comment section down there. And until the next video, take care. Bye-bye now.
Buy this and more at meanandgreen.com.